Well, what I do believe about the occult is, and I never used to, and I thought that was crazy, and 30-year-old Mike Cernovich would be kind of rolling his eyes now. As far as occult symbolism goes, the reason they do it, and the reason it's effective is because it's going to attract your tribe, right? Find your tribe. And that's going to attract the people who are demonic, and it's going to repel the Christians. So it's really good branding idea, actually.
Yeah, and it does, like you said, attract them, but it also kind of puts them in the limelight a little bit when you start to track what's going on and see who's in, who's out.
I think they do get their power by flashing the symbols in the open, just as a way to like taunt people. We'll do this right in front of your face, and there's nothing you can do about it. And that's part of the occult practice and part of the sort of magic that they try to do. I've come around to that way of thinking.
Yeah, and I feel that same way. They're almost like sapping the energy, the collective energy from the society. And if they hand you a cup and say, drink this, it's good for you, and you drink it and you die, they don't get much power. But if they say, hey, drink this, it'll kill you, and people drink it anyway, there's where like the submission, I guess, they're looking for comes in, or like the knowledge of what's going on.
In terms of the occult stuff and their practices, think about how whoever they is, killed Epstein right in front of us. Oh, he committed suicide. I'm sorry, they didn't kill him. He committed suicide. Nobody believes that, right? That was an act, I think, of power. I think that was a way, whoever they are, and I don't think it's Illuminati. I think it's sovereign. By sovereign, I mean government. We're talking trillions of dollars. We're not talking about billionaires. We're not talking about some goofballs in Hollywood. The $1 trillion kind of stuff. And the Epstein went away, and that was a message that if you're a victim and you come forward, if they can get him in jail, they can get anybody.
Yeah, it was like coming down towards the end of the poker hand, and they just flipped an ace and said, oh, there's Epstein's dead in front of you guys.
And what are you going to do about it?
Want to keep flipping cards?
What are you going to do about it?
And then, so when it comes to what can be done about it, obviously it's like it's years, it's a generational fight to reverse like the occult and what it's done, and globalism, it all kind of ties in. Do you think that it seems like we're heading in that direction with Trump and populism, but do you think that that is something that is going to continue to work? Is that like a beatable force?
It's spiritual warfare. It's spiritual warfare, and you're seeing people return to Christianity. You're seeing people return to at least more Christian living. I would always tell people I wouldn't call myself a Christian necessarily, but I do see the value in a lot of the Christian principles that people have. But the evil is omnipresent, and it's growing stronger.
When it comes to the Epstein stuff, I've read that there were ritual sites on the island. Do you think that there was a religious aspect where they're literally worshiping the devil for powers in return, or is it more symbolic for them, or is it a game, is it a club? What do you think about that kind of stuff?
I don't know what they were doing, but I do know that in, say, 2017, somebody showed me there was a temple on Epstein's Island. And I said, oh, come on. There's not a temple on Epstein's Island. Get real. And then they go, no, look, this was a drone footage site, and you can see the date the drone footage was on. So before Epstein was a huge deal, you could go and see he actually had a temple on his island. And the temple is cut a certain way, and if you look at the way it's structured, it looks like there could be something subterranean there. We've never seen below it. We've never seen inside it. They're just not showing it to us. There's like the owls and the Morlock symbolism and everything else. So I don't know what they were doing, but you can't deny that there was a temple on his island.
Do you think that people in this occult type of group, or these elite sex trafficking, whatever groups, do you think that they are worshiping the literal devil?
I think that they're worshiping evil. Yeah, I don't know that they're actually summoning apparitions or whatever the case may be, but I think they are worshiping evil. And I think that if you will harm a child, then that's the lowest evil that you can possibly be, and that's who they bring into their fold, and that's who they promote and prop up, because the people are compromised because of the blackmail material, obviously, of the child stuff, but they also know this person truly has no morality. This person would do anything.